Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we're going to be making this large candy bar holder. You just put your candy bar in there and it slides in and out with the ribbon. I know these are, and it's an oldie but a goodie, I think. I've never made one before, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So this is my project number 12 of my 13 spooky projects of Halloween. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, you're going to need a piece of basic black, and this is 6 by 6. And we are going to score this at 1/2 and then 3 1/4. Alright, so we'll just fold these on our score lines. Make sure it's got a good crease on it. Okay, and then I'm going to take my tear and tape, and I'm going to put that along this edge down here. Right next to the fold. Okay. Then I'm going to put a strip right here along this edge right here. Alright. Make sure we got it adhered good. Then we can take off the protective sheet there. And then we're just going to fold that right in half. Alright, it's going to give you a little tube. That's what your candy bar is going to go in. Alright, there we go. Alright, then I am going to change up the color scheme a little bit. This one I used some of the Mango Melody. I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape. And I'm going to use another piece of Designer Series paper from the Toil and Trouble. I'm going to use this piece right here. It's got the little ghosts on the back side. And this measures 5 3/4 by 2 5/8. Then I also have a piece of Whisper White that is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. Alright, so I'm going to take first I'm going to take my Whisper White piece, and I'm bringing out a piece of scratch paper here, and I'm using the Stamp Sets Spooky Sweets and Seasonal Chums. Seasonal Chums I'm using for this little trick or treat, and Spooky Sweets I'm using this like spooky cloud is how I'm gauging it. Alright, so I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm just inking that up, and I am stamping that all the way down this piece of Whisper White here. And I'm turning it so that I don't have the same orientation all the way down the paper here. One more time. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to give it a stamp the rest of the way to get the rest of the ink off up the paper so that it fills it in. Okay. Alright, now we'll take that piece of Designer Series paper and this piece of Whisper White, and I'm just using my fast fuse, but you can use your snail for this. And this is going to go right in the middle here. Just like that. And then this is going to go on the front of your little pouch. And I am trying to make sure that I get as close to the edge as I can here. Sticky stuff. Put this out of the way. Alright, so we'll take our pouch here. And that's going to go right on the front. Okay, I think I got it a little crooked, but it's alright. Alright, then I'm going to take this hole punch. I want to say this is a 1/4 inch hole punch, but I think you can use the smaller one. And I'm just going to put this in the middle and give it a punch. It's kind of hard. Alright, now I'm going to take a piece of the, what is this? This is the glittered organza ribbon, organdy ribbon, I'm sorry. And we're going to need 22 inches. So I'm just going to measure out 22 inches here. Alright, or abouts. Okay. Alright, so you're going to take one end and you're just going to put that through here. And let's try and get this in the middle here. Alright. Now you can take out your candy bar. And you're gonna just put your candy bar in here. It's gonna push the ribbon down. And I did not get that good at all. Let's see if I can try that again. Now I'm getting glitter all over the place. Alright. Alright, that's better. Then we will take this, clearly not, and then just tie a bow. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to take another piece of the Designer Series paper, and this is the one that has all of the witches on it. And then we have the matching framelits, the cauldron framelits. And I took this witch. Now this is a different one. This one does not have the pointed hat, but what I found out is she matches a lot. Except for the hat. So what I did was I cut one of these out and I just put I'm just going to show you. It'll be easier. But I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the one that that does fit the framelit. I don't have a whole one on here, but she fits exactly. The framelits fit exactly on here. So I already have one cut out that I'm going to use. But I'll show you how I did. I'll show you how I did this. So I'm going to take this one right here since she's near an area that I already cut some out of. And I just trimmed her out. And what I did was I took my framelit, bring in my Big Shot, and put her on here. And I just lined her up best I could. then I took this plate and I put it right here. Push this all the way up and I put it right here because I don't want it to cut off I don't want it to cut off the hat. So I just put it like this and I'm pushing it in. Okay. And now she's all cut out except for this little part of this hat, which I can just freehand, and then I can just cut these pieces off. So this one does work with this one too. That's how I did that. But I'm going to use the purple one, the one with the purple cape, because this one fits this one exactly. Now you can use your Brother Cut and Scan, but for some reason I was having a little bit of a problem. I kept cutting her hands off, and I wasted a whole sheet of paper. So until I figure it out, I'm not going to do that again. So then this cuts this whole thing out here just like this. And then like I said, this one, you're just going to cut along here. And just cut the rest of this hat off. And then you're going to cut the hair off right here. Like that. And like that. And then she's cut out.
Sorry.
So it actually cuts this one out fully and partially cuts out that one. I was pretty impressed with myself. Alright. Alright, so now I'm going to take my little lady here. And before I do that, I'm going to get my Trick or Treat and a piece of scratch Whisper White, my Tuxedo Black again. Ink that up. Okay. I'm using the Classic Label Punch. Cut that off. Alright, and I saw from a fellow demonstrator, use this when you don't have anything to hang on to. Use your Take a Pick tool. There you go. And then I need my Classic Label Punch again with a piece of Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to take my Gorgeous Scrape one and I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to use my Tombow and just put some glue on each side. Take my Trick or Treat and I'm just going to make a little bit of a border right here on that side, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to take my mini dimensionals and I'm going to put 3 on the back of this. Okay. going to go right about here. Uh-oh, I lost some light here. It's still recording. I'm almost done. And then we're going to take the little witch here. I think my battery's dying. And I'm just going to put a couple of dimensionals on here. A couple of small ones also. Okay, and then she's going to go right here. And then I'm also going to take, now for this one, I took my Mango Melody blender and blendable markers, and I just colored in some rhinestones with the with that marker. For this one, I'm going to use my enamel shapes because it has the purple in it. So I'm just going to take that, and I probably would use the small ones if I still had any small ones, but I don't have any more left, so I'm just going to use this medium-sized one, and they're all going to be the same size, medium, and just put them like that. Alright, so that is it. I don't have another candy bar, otherwise I'd stuff another candy bar in there. But there you go, another idea for your Halloween trick-or-treaters. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. If you do place a $50 order or more, any size order, with my host code, I'm going to send you a pack